Hello guys. Once again, welcome to Farming in Africa, and my name is Fred. Today, I'm living my childhood dream, which is the Snazzy community is right here, and it's a farming community. And as a kid, I used to walk on this road to farm every single Saturday, and sometimes even after school where my mom is still at the farm. Today I'm walking on this road, but I'm not walking to my mom's farm. I'm walking to the Sementia farm. And today I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the updates that we are doing, which is number one, you guys have been talking about security at my farm. Finally, there is an update on that. And number two, I'm going to talk to you about the new strategy from building our recent goat pen. And therefore, come along with me and let's talk more about the new changes. As you guys can already see, we are creating a fence. I know security is something that all of you have been asking me, Fred, how do you keep your place secured? Do you get theft? Do you get people bouncing in and so on and so forth? We've been so lucky, but I don't want to ride on that luck for too long, where we've never had anybody stolen from us or like attacking us here, except when we were building our pig pen where the neighbor thought we were eating into their land and we had some misunderstanding. But in terms of theft or anything, we have not had anything like that. But as I said, I don't want to ride on that for that too long. So what we're trying to do is basically fence this place. But as you guys know, I don't like putting money in things that doesn't give me money back. So this is an investment that I'm really holding tight to, but it's needed. And therefore, what we're trying to do to save money, obviously we have these two pillars which is going to serve as the main gate, and then we have these walls going all the way from our right to our left, a little bit inside. But as you guys know, one of the favorite raw materials that I use here is the tick back, and I want you guys to come so that I show you this tick back. I don't know if it is in every community, but I'm so blessed to have this because we do process tick tree. So this is a tick tree. Once it gets to a certain height and size that is preferred, people will cut it, and I think it's exported to India and other countries. But before exportation, they cut the back of it. So they will want to remove this, I guess, back of it. And when they cut it, you get this product. And they take the main tree and export it. This product in my community is used actually for firewood. So all the restaurant and the big chobbers will buy this at a very cheap price, and then they'll go and use it for firewood. Here, I buy this, so a whole truck could cost me maybe about 300 cedis, right? I will buy this and use it for fencing. That makes it so cheap for me, and it's so strong. This is gonna last. I will show you some that we did 5 years ago, and it's still very strong. And then we buy this thick tree now. The most recent, we are buying it for like 50 cedis for one, right? So again, very cheap. You can treat it if you want. I didn't treat it. I'm just putting concrete rather as a cover at the base. So I'm not treating it. The one I did 5 years ago, I didn't treat it and it's still standing. But if you have time and you're doing something maybe smaller, maybe you should treat it with some gasoline and diesel mixed together. Take off the back and then paint it. I've done that before, but now I'm doing such a big project, so I don't have a lot of time to do that. So basically, this is now going straight to the chicken pen, at the back of the chicken pen. As you guys can see, when I was fencing the cattle ranch and the goat pen, I already used wire mesh and thick tree. So I've already fenced this side. So maybe half of the work is done. In the next 2-3 weeks, we should be able to fence the entire farm here at Sementia Farms, and that is very exciting because for the first time you have to knock when you're coming into our farm, which is nice and for us security wise, but make sure you have a number of somebody in the farm before you get here, otherwise the gate is going to be lost. So let's go back to this stick tree, because most people, when you want to go into any business, right, you like to invest money into things that is not needed at the right time, right? Some people will call me cheap, some people will call me whatever, but I think that, let me use this as an example. So I had a consultation, and those of you who don't know, I run a consultation and mentorship session that you can schedule one-on-one time with me, and I can coach you and guide you on everything livestock farming or starting a business on the continent of Africa. The link is below. You can click on it, you can WhatsApp us, and we'll give you the direction. But in one of my consultations, I was speaking to a gentleman who have actually borrowed money from an institution, and he was going to start a pig farm. When he laid down his plan, 80% of his money that he's borrowed was going into getting electricity from a community to his farm, getting water there, building caretaker's house, building a house for himself, drilling water. And I realized that the money was almost gone. And I was like, all these things that you're investing money into are not gonna help you pay that money back. So how much are you gonna invest into the breed of pigs itself that is gonna multiply and for you to sell, right? And I feel like that's how most of us go into it. For me, what I believe in, and this is my advice to you, you can choose to do whatever you want. But as I said in the beginning, I don't like spending money on things that doesn't give me money back. And even if I do, I try to go, what is the cheapest way that I can? Yes, I could build a fence all the way from here to the end, and it looks nice, and you come here and you say, wow, Fred, like your farm looks very nice. It's modern, you have, bricks, walls, and so on. But what am I doing? Am I running a business or am I running a fashion center? This is not a place where you come and you see beautiful stuff. I would rather use that money to buy more goats from South Africa, buy my Kalahari, buy my Savannah, and breed them in Ghana. So that tomorrow, if you contact me and you want a beautiful goat like this Kalahari or this Savannah, I can breed it here for you and not have to go to South Africa and bring it, right? And that is why I use raw materials like this. Of course, as time goes on, I'm gonna start doing things nicer, but till then, I will have a business. But for now, I don't really have a business yet. So till I test my model and it's working and cash flow is coming in, then I can start selling my goats and my cows and say, oh, let me sell some 10 goats and use it to build one wall. Let me sell this and use to do this. And then the business will then innovate and make this place much nicer. But for now, my money goes into where the business is, and I do what is necessary. So if you have this tick processing center by your community, get in touch with them, find out how you can get some and use it, because it is very cheap. It makes the works very easy. We started doing this this week, and we are already all the way. You can see the guys are working so hard. So they dig, I think about 3 feet, they put it in, then we pour concrete, very rich concrete, to protect the bottom from termites. And then that's it. It's very strong, as you guys can see, very, very strong. And if you're doing goats, then you have to make sure that the spacing is very close. But if you're doing cattle farming, then obviously, you can widen it a little bit. But because we are doing goats, that's why we've really make sure that they are so close to each other. So that's the way that we are fencing. In future, I want to be able to plant more trees and rather keep them permanent as I build the wall gradually. But for now, this is what I'm doing. Be careful when you're coming here, make sure you call us, because the gate is going to be locked. I don't know how I'm going to design the gates yet, but I'm sure I'll get some ideas. But what we're doing today is fencing the wall, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any comment about what I'm doing right, what I'm not doing right, what do you guys think, and we can all learn together. But let me know if you also want to talk to me about doing this, or how to source any material, or even the boa goats that we are bringing from South Africa. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.